The Whispering Woods, where shadows speak and secrets linger. There was a small, quiet town nestled at the edge of a dense forest. The Whispering Woods. This quaint town, seemingly untouched by time, held an air of mystery and intrigue. Locals whispered tales of shadows that moved without light, and voices that scraped at the edges of sanity. The forest, with its towering trees and thick underbrush, seemed to harbour secrets that no one dared to uncover. On moonlit nights, the townsfolk claimed to hear eerie whispers carried by the wind, and some even spoke of ghostly apparitions that roamed the forest's edge. Despite the unsettling stories, the town remained a close-knit community, bound together by their shared history and the enigmatic presence of the Whispering Woods. Chapter 2. The Dare. On a cold October night, Eliza and her friends, Mia, Jake and Chris, laughed off the town's old superstitions. They dared to spend the night in the woods, but what they found would haunt them forever. The air was crisp, and the moon cast eerie shadows through the trees. They set up their tents, sharing ghost stories and roasting marshmallows over the fire. As the night grew darker, strange noises began to echo around them. At first, they dismissed it as animals, but soon the sounds became more sinister. Whispers seemed to float on the wind, and shadows danced just beyond the firelight. Their laughter turned to nervous glances, and they realized this was no ordinary night. Chapter 3. The journey begins. The sun set as the group ventured deeper into the heart of the forest, the shadows lengthening and the air growing colder. The forest grew silent, an eerie stillness enveloping them. No rustling leaves, no chirping crickets, just the sound of their own footsteps echoing through the trees. The oppressive feeling of being watched weighed heavily on their minds, each step taken with caution. They exchanged nervous glances, their breaths visible in the cool evening air. The journey ahead was uncertain, but they knew they had to press on, despite the fear that gripped them. The group discovered an old, rotting cabin. Jake, ever the brave one, ventured inside but returned pale, mumbling, "There's nothing in there." By the fire, Mia heard a faint whisper behind her. She turned, but no one had spoken. The whispering grew louder, encircling them. Jake left to find relief, but didn't return. Chris went after him, and then came the scream, a scream that ended too quickly. The girls, panicked, saw shadows that moved against the beam of their flashlight. "Did you see that?" Eliza whispered. Mia replied, trembling, "No, but it saw us." Inside the cabin, symbols glowed red, and a wooden box revealed a human tooth. The air turned violent, and a shadowed figure formed, growling, "You shouldn't be here." Eliza and Mia escaped. The next morning, the cabin was gone. In its place, a clearing, and the box with the tooth.